This woman in Connecticut calls me. She's got all these grapes. She's had them for years, and she doesn't know how to prune them. So I'm explaining to her, she says, "Man, could you get that guy to come out and film you,
Doing grapes?
doing the grapes?" And so he did. And I actually, I mentioned her by name in this. Now, Karina, look how I open this up. You gotta get in there, just take a big branches, all kinds of wood out,
Right.
And so she did. She called me this fall. It was so awesome. She says, "We got 400 pounds of grapes
Oh, wow.
this year on stuff we had never got hardly anything." It was awesome. It works.
Yeah, that's awesome. Wow.
She's so funny. She just called me. She bought one of the books,
Oh, yeah.
and she's at the chapter of letters. And she says her husband says, "Look at this. Someone wrote him a letter has exactly the same situation I do." And she gets to the end and it's her letter. I had this was so interesting. I had this older he's like in his 70s farmer came here on a tour. He was from Italy, and he looked like a farmer. He had that I've done this. I've worked hard, And he's going on a tour. He's in my face, just challenging everything I'm saying because he says, "No way. You can't. You have to do this."
Yeah.
And he finds this. He sees my tree over here with all these holes in it from the woodpeckers.
Yeah.
And he says, "Wow. They did that to my cherry tree and it died." And I says, "Well, your cherry tree wasn't well. It wasn't. These trees are well. They had no impact on them. It didn't hurt him any. They're fine, kind of thing." And he got it. He's like, because he saw the contrast. And it's like when something's well, they can handle issues.
Yeah.
Look at all those holes. Look at that woodpecker worked hard to get nothing.
Yep.
But it's not impacting the tree. It's not hurting it any. But his it killed my tree. My cherry tree died. Well, it wasn't well. Another story was cool. This young couple in Iowa, they lived in the city and they felt they should move to the country for their kids. They bought this 10-acre farm. They never farmed. They saw the film and they said, "Wow, that's cool. That makes sense."
Yeah.
So she's on her way to town one day, the woman, and she sees this Asplin truck along the side of the road. No one's in it, but it's full of chips. And so she puts a little note on the windshield, "Give me a call. I'd like to get your chips." So they call her up and they can't come over. And as they drive in, the kids come right out of the house with these hot cinnamon rolls she just made.
Yeah.
The last I heard, they got 34 loads.
Wow.
They're having a hard place trying to find place because guys like to eat. And it says,
yeah.
"I know we can get something,
I can cook.
Yeah, so just make some nice cookies and they'll be back, There's this Jewish guy I know here in town, and he comes to Aspen. They got this load of chips, and the guy's saying, "Hey, can I get those? Come here, let me show you my list." So he throws $20 in his seat. So where does that put me on your list? "Oh, you can have this one."
Right.
I mean, you can motivate him.
That's hilarious.
It was really hilarious. I had like 60 people out here one Sunday. It was amazing numbers, And this guy had come all the way from Louisiana. And he was kind of loud, and so I thought he'll be pretty excited. I didn't have enough cucumbers to give everybody, so I told this guy, I says, "Come here, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to eat this cucumber and just describe its, what your sensation is, So he looks at me and says, "I don't eat cucumbers. I don't eat cucumbers." He says, "You'll be the best. Just take a bite and just spit it out. Just tell everybody how nasty it is and why you don't eat them." So he bites this cucumber and he's eating this thing to the end. He says, "This is not a cucumber." He says, "No, this is a cucumber. What you've had the passport cucumbers." So the people we sold our house to would go on vacation and let us stay in our house. Because in Los Angeles, you don't leave a house empty. Because when you come home, nothing's in it. And that's how it is down there. You don't realize it. It's not fit for human habitation as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And so they leave and let us stay in our house. And so I'm eating my tangerines and stuff. I mean, it was so nice.
Right.